Tactically, in areas they have been. Strategically, they have spread since 2010.
That's Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff General Joseph Dunford at yesterday's House Armed Services Committee hearing. Obama claimed before the Paris attacks that the U.S. had contained ISIS. The White House later said Obama was specifically referring to the terror group's expansion into Syria and Iraq. During the same hearing, Defense Secretary Ash Carter said the U.S. is deploying a specialized targeting force to help local forces combat ISIS in Iraq and Syria. You're listening to USA Radio News.
Get your Plenty card at Exxon or Mobil and start earning points at lots of places.
So I get points for filling up at Exxon?
You sure do.
What about getting coffee at Mobil?
Points.
Streaming TV shows on Hulu?
Definitely.
Points on my AT&T wireless bill?
Yep.
Buying soap?
At Rite Aid.
Buying you a birthday present?
Points at Macy's.
Visiting your parents?
No. You get marriage points.
Oh.
Exxon and Mobil are the only fuel brands that are part of Plenty, the rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Join Plenty for free through a participating Exxon or Mobil station today. Terms and limitations apply. See plenty.com/partners for details.
Kid, this facility is like a ship. So how do I keep us on course without micromanaging every detail? Easy, with Grainger. Grainger's online tools help give me the visibility I need. I can shop, order, and manage all our activity. Oversee purchases, control costs, all while you guys get to order what you need when you need it. I run a tight ship, kid. I run it with Grainger. Get it? Got it? Good. Learn more at Grainger.com/online purchasing. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KLZ Denver.
John Rush, your host of Drive Radio. Do you own a car? Do you drive a car? If you do, you've probably got questions. Guess what? We've got answers. Right here on Drive Radio every Saturday, we've got guest technicians that come in and answer all of your questions, and we take all of your phone calls. That's Drive Radio every Saturday from 10 to 1 right here on KLZ 560.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric and Angel with the Experience Pros radio show coming up right after your Ericisms and Angelosophies.
Are you confused?
No.
No, of course you're going to say no, because a confused buyer always says no.
That's your Ericism and Angelosophy. A confused buyer always says no?
Always says no. And so if you think about how we approach our clients, prospects, talking about our product or service, sometimes we talk them in and out of buying the product all in one conversation.
Why would we do that?
Well, because, we just don't know when to stop talking sometimes.
Why you're looking at me like that?
You've never had that happen to you?
Apparently I have that happen all the time.
It happens to all of us, unfortunately, even to some of the best of us. But here's the thing. If we don't fully understand how our product or service can help our clients and articulate that in a very simple way, if they are at all confused in any way, even just a little bit, they will not say yes to pitching in and paying for your service.
Which makes for your difficulty for your sales team because really it's kind of boiled down to single syllables and an easy concept.
Well, think about the pain point that you're solving for.
Right.
Pick one pain point that you're solving for your client and solve that. It doesn't also do, and by the way, and it could also, and if we vary it a little bit, and maybe if we tweak it.
And much, much more.
So make sure that you've got a very simple need, that you're taking care of a very simple need. It will handle all of your marketing efforts. It'll help your sales team. It'll also help your buyers say yes to you.
And, every time they say yes, you are closer to closing that transaction, making sure that everybody is well taken care of. That's your Ericism and Angelosophy for the day. It is a confused buyer always says no.
That was a really fun one. I hadn't heard that until just recently, but we had a friend say it, and I've actually heard it several times since then. So I've probably been hearing it for a very long time, but it finally resonated with, and I thought it's with a few of our listeners.
It's a big day.
It is our Fan Bragging Gala, the 6th annual Fan Bragging Gala. We've been celebrating for years our sponsors, the success that's going on in a small business, and we invite you, we encourage you, come out and hang out with us tonight.
It is so much fun. Tickets are available at the door, $30, and it's from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency in the Denver Tech Center.
You can find that on our calendar, experiencepros.com, and click on the calendar, find all the details. You can also RSVP on our meetup site where there are more details there as well.
Do that RSVP thing.
What RSVP thing?
You pronounce it. Say it.
The pronouncing of RSVP.
No. Do it the way we know we like it.
Répondez, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
we got to do that.
We'd love it if you let us know that you are coming. Cocktails, dancing, all sorts of fun. Get dressed up and come and party with us tonight.
It's going to be a good thing. Also, everything is available on our calendar at experiencepros.com. Just go to experiencepros.com, click on the calendar tab, find out that there are over 35 events going on every single month with our network. We'd love to have you be a part of our network as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here comes the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is the most positive business talk show in America, and it's powered by you, small business owners here.
The Experience Pros with Angel and Eric, next on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. I've seen a lot of things in the
Seen a lot of things in your day.
My day.
In your day.
In the Kickstarter world of new business ideas. I think I've seen it all now.
Oh, the Pet Rock. We've lived through the Pet Rock.
We love the Pet Rock. That was brilliant. I almost invented dehydrated water.
Almost invented dehydrated water.
Yeah, just add water.
The shake weight.
Well, we don't talk about the shake weight. No, it's
Thigh Master.
Family show. Thigh Master. Thank God for the Thigh Master as all of us young boys were growing up. This one is different. This is a Kickstarter campaign setting a record for the longest tattoo chain.
I saw that, Charlie. Charlie's demonstrating the shake weight to share. Share didn't know, I guess, what it was.
I was looking down at my notes.
We got one.
Recreate your shake weight activity.
A couple of years ago, we bought one as a gag gift for my mother-in-law. Yeah, my brother-in-law Ray had the most fun with it, but yeah,
I'm sure he did.
He makes cow noises.
No. Okay. No.
He does.
Kickstarter campaign sets record for longest tattoo chain.
Tattoo chain,
right? So that caught my attention, right? What is a tattoo chain? In Cambridge, Massachusetts, a Kickstarter campaign to produce literary-based temporary tattoos offered its supporters the opportunity to create the world's longest tattoo chain. Lithographs, a Kickstarter campaign funded in the summer of 2014, set the record for the longest tattoo chain by tattooing over 5,000 people with passages from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. The first 5,258 backers who supported the project at $1 or higher received a temporary tattoo with a random passage from either book. Once all the tattoos were distributed, they encouraged the backers to send in photos of their tattoos. They compiled them all together in their proper order on a web page. And lo and behold, I'm looking at the web page and I don't see the tattoo chain.
How disappointing.
Right. Oh, chapter. I should probably go to the chapter.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay. He has to read. He has to just look at pictures.
Well, yeah, you can, because I'm not going to read the whole book to you, but and bearing it pretty well considering is on like somebody's wrist. There's another passage on somebody's back. This is very cool. It's a whole story in tattoos.
That is actually very cool.
And they got paid to do it.
That is very cool.
Right?
Which phrase would you play with? Would you want to get involved? And what's the next sentence that's missing?
Well, the phrase that I probably would have gone for is, "Oh, you wicked little thing," cried Alice.
Really?
Yeah. That would be the phrase.
Out of the whole thing, you wicked little thing.
Oh, you wicked little thing, cried Alice.
Yeah, what about the unbirthdays or something from the Cheshire Cat? Doesn't really matter which way you go. You wicked
it's either
little
that one or, and giving it a little kiss to make it understand that it was in.
Can you even read it?
I didn't read it.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
That it was in disgrace. Maybe that would be the phrase. And giving it a little kiss to make it understand that it was in disgrace. Oh, you wicked little thing.
Oh, I actually think, oh, you wicked little thing.
Right.
That
It's
would
just
be.
far more appropriate for me.
I think actually you're right. I
Right.
think you should have stuck with that one.
Mhm.
Sorry, I made you waver.
No, it's all right.
That's very cool. That's very cool. What a unique thing to be a part of, right?
Right.
You know, just a whole big sociology connection of something.
Right.
I like it.
So there you have it.
Thank you for bringing us the news.
It's my Kickstarter. I failed miserably at my Kickstarter.
Yes.
I tried for $100,000. I got $700.
$700,000? That's
No,
pretty good.
$700.
It was very nice though.
It was.
You know, it was well, every little bit helps when you're trying to grow and expand and all of that. So you learned a lot, hopefully, and that you can't rush it. The best Kickstarters are well thought out, well executed, marketed, the whole thing. It's not just something you can slap up on a website. And I think we see this with business owners as well. Slap up a website and think, all right, it'll just build and it'll just grow and people will just come. And no, it doesn't. Nothing just happens. The lucky people are working really hard behind the scenes. All the stuff that you think is just winging it or luck or just happenstance isn't. It's all very choreographed and
hard work.
Those that make it look really easy are really, really good at the planning of it.
Absolutely.
The better the plan are, the easier they make it look.
Are you a good boss?
No.
You say?
Well, because I think about how I'm bossy to you and motivating to you. And I think, no, I'm not. Eric shows up sick and he wants a little sympathy. I'm like,
it up, bucko.
You were that sick, you should have stayed home. But now that you're at work, show up, deliver. I don't have a lot of patience I just don't have a lot of patience. Actually, I have, what do you say? I have a very long fuse, right? Like, to blowing up.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, how did that go? Because it was a long fuse, but when it's like done, it's just done.
Yeah. Once your husband says you're a volcano.
Yes, I will, nod and smile and go along and agree.
But when it erupts,
finally, I've just had enough, right? And I think that, so I don't think then I'm a great boss.
Well, let's measure it against the real test of good bosses. Okay. What do you say?
Right. We have a list here of things that a great, amazing boss does these 5 things day in and day out.
All right. Number 1, he or she manages individuals, not teams. The more you treat everyone on your team the same, the less productivity and motivation you'll have.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Right.
We're all about the team, right? But remember, there is an I in team. It's right between the legs of the A. See, it's that little space with the little dot.
No, there's no I in team.
There is an I in team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, there isn't. Okay. But here's the thing. Teams are made up of individuals. And I think a great leader treats every individual special.
The next trait of amazing bosses, they go big on meaning.
More and more people today want their work to mean something more than a profit company. So making sure, so great boss gives.
Third one, they focus on feedback.
Yeah, we're not talking a once a year performance review. This is really right on the giving feedback, but negative.
It's okay to be, you need to be giving that negative feedback. It's how we learn, right?
Right, but if you wait until, the one time, or you let it all pile up, or you're not giving positive feedback ever, you're only giving negative feedback and only looking for the negativity, then you're going to wear people out.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that daily feedback, paying attention.
The fourth test, if you will, for whether or not you are a good or even amazing boss is that they don't just talk, they listen.
They say it may be fun to tell people what to do sometimes, but it's only fun for you and not anyone else. Listen to their ideas and use your team's ideas. Use as many of their ideas as you can, or at least
get ownership of it.
Right? At least see if they stick, and don't just completely dismiss it because it wasn't your idea.
There you go. I had a boss that could not get their head around that one. It had to be their idea. So we had to create interesting ways to make it their idea.
Oh, like what? Like, give me an example.
Oh, we'd plant a seed, but instead of saying, "Hey, can we do this?" You'd have to say, "Gosh, there's nothing happening here," and then you'd kind of plant a seed and then wait for it. And about a week later, we'd get, hey, can we do this from the boss? And we're like, oh, it's a great idea.
Great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. We learned to manipulate it, and it was manipulative.
It does, yeah. And
It's a matter of survival.
how long did you last and work in that environment?
4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think you'd last that long.
Right.
All right. And the final thing that an amazing boss does day in and day out is that they are consistent.
Yeah, the way that you act and conduct your work will be watched very closely. If you're inconsistent, don't expect your team to be consistent. They reflect you. And we agree with that 100% here. Angel Tussey, you're a great boss. You're an amazing boss.
Thank you.
It's true. I mean, if this is the way that we measure that kind of a thing, then that's I'm standing behind it. You are an amazing boss.
Well, are you asking the universal question today of what's for dinner?
Yes.
Well, if you mention that you heard about Chef Curry's Cuisine from Experience Pros, you'll receive $100 off your first cooking session with Chef Curry's Cuisine. Find them online at chefcurryscuisine.com.
Or give them a call at 720-404-2798, chefcurryscuisine.com. We have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, more positive business talk. And, you should really just go over to the calendar and sign up for the good stuff that's over there. We've got a whole bunch of great stuff on the calendar.
Always. Yeah, it never slows down. We play all 60 minutes throughout the entire year.
Indeed. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.ca.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-10. That's 54-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at Colorado Micro Business Alliance.com.
Hi, this is Angel from the Experience Pros radio show, and Eric and I have some very exciting news to share. We're getting ready to record our very first episode of our TV show. The show will air in 37 cities all across the country, and we're looking for companies who want to align their brand with this positive business revolution. We're starting production and looking for sponsors and in-show product placement. Do you want your brand in front of our TV audience? Call our office and ask for a rate sheet, and you could be part of the very first episode. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Friends, there are very few things more important to your business than the way it's viewed and used on the internet. Your website is the gateway to your entire sales process, and here at Experience Pros, we trust Donna Galassi and Blue Zenith Web Design to make our website more than just a brochure for our business. If you want your website to be an experience, contact Donna today at 720-248-8431. That's 720-248-8431, or visit them online to see their work. Use bluezenith.com. We do.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind everyone this year to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity theft. Never give out passwords, PIN numbers, or account numbers. To learn more, visit www.consumer.gov/ncpw.
Dana Lash, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thank you so much for taking time out of your business day to join us for ours. Hey, when tough times come, do you know how to overcome?
Well, that's going to be the answer we're going to give to you today by our next guest, the author of Shaken Not Stirred, America's Unbreakable Executive Site Keys for Overcoming Extreme Personal and Professional Adversity. Linda Liukas, she's the CEO of Bloomery Sweet Shine. You can find her online at bloomerysweetshine.com. She's asked herself time and time again, which has resulted in the kind of wisdom that can only be gained by struggling through extreme adversity. Linda, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Linda, very nice to have you along with us. And thank you for writing the book that you've written. Now, let's talk about when unexpected adversity, maybe even tragedy hits, as it does because it's life, and life is full of such things. What you talk about tapping into your 3 C's. Let's start our conversation with that. What are the 3 C's, and how do they help us get through really tough times?
I think really tough times can bring a person way down, and it's difficult to look ahead and see how to get out of your own sorrow, if you will. And I think the 3 C's help do that, where you have compassion, commitment, and courage. And compassion, when you're in your own head and in such sorrow and woe is me kind of adversity, it's very tough to look outside of yourself and see what other people are suffering. But there's a whole wealth of people who still need your help, who still can rely on you. And if you don't have that compassion, you'll never get out of your own sorrow. I also think that commitment, you have to be committed to get out of it. You have to take a step every day to move forward, to move away from it, to keep moving on, to keep trudging on in order to break free from what's been you down. And then, of course, courage. You can't do it without courage and to move forward.
You know, you think, I'm just trying to put myself in these shoes, Linda, of some different adversity, different times of grief and things that have gone on. And it's really hard to get out of your own head and look around at what other people are suffering far harder and worse than you are, and that we are going to get through this, and it is going to be okay. Having the courage. You say we have to be our own toughest competitor. I feel like when we're facing adversity, I don't have the strength to compete against anyone, let alone myself.
I think it's the only way you can get out of it. You have a support system when you're down and out and suffering. So, and you have that support system around you, but once days pass, even months pass, you find yourself that they've gone on with their life, and you're still suffering. You're still in that mode, and so I think that you have to only you that's going to pull yourself out of that. And when you look at it that way, when you look at what it is that I have to do to move myself forward, to keep moving ahead, and to get out of this, it's only a tiny step that you have to do every day. And you don't. When you're in grief, you can't race against anybody else's time clock on how you can get through it. You have to go against your own. And you can't judge yourself. You have to be able to just keep pushing ahead. And that's just one small step at a time, whether or not it's getting out of bed in the morning and then going back. But you've got to take one step to keep moving forward.
I like how you say, don't let anybody else's timeline judge you, because it is your own. But as long as you are taking those steps and knowing you are doing something that's moving forward, you're not staying in the past and just reliving that life, but yet still acknowledging the pain that you've gone through, right?
Oh, absolutely. You have to acknowledge the pain. If you don't acknowledge the pain, you'll never get over it. If you push it down and suppress it, you've got to give yourself permission to laugh again and love again and learn and live again. And you're going to emerge out of this grief and adversity a different person than what you went into it. There's no way you can't. And hopefully you've grown through it and have learned and emerged with grace and wisdom.
Linda, what types of struggles do you see business owners and or just human beings in general going through that really was the motivation then for you to write this book?
Loss. Whether or not you're a business owner or whether or not you're a person, a parent, you end up suffering loss in your life. As a parent, you can lose children, as I have too. As a daughter, you can lose your parents, again, as I have, as I will do soon. And then certainly as business owners, just losing employees, losing key employees, losing the right to stay open, losing your business. I mean, all of it. And until you face those fears, it's very difficult to acknowledge them. So it's very difficult.
Let's talk about those fears then, because I as I queued up in the first part of the segment, this is life, right? I mean, it's part of life is loss, and I know that fear is paralyzing. So how do we get past the fear of something that is inevitable?
You have to look it in the eye and squander it. If you can't look it in the eye, if you're running away from it, you're never going to be able to again stomp on it and move ahead. You have to look it in the eye and ask yourself, what is the worst that's going to happen? You're probably already facing the worst that's going to happen in that situation, whatever that loss is, and you're going to lose everything.
Yeah.
And how do you emerge from that? How do you take the next steps, the next path that you're going to be on? Because you're going to be on a different path. You may be on the same path, but emerging as a different person to struggle through and to gain control of it.
I love that you say believe in yourself, that you can move through the darkness, but belief is linked to hope, and you must believe that they're at the moment. It's hard to, you can read those words, there is a future, that we will get through this. But in those moments, it's really hard to see that there's hope and light. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes, Linda, we just want to have some ice cream and just and have that dark moment and just be upset and sad and scared. Is that okay to just kind of be there sometimes?
Oh my gosh, yes. The key is you can't stay there. You have to give yourself permission to be there, because if you can't be there, you're never gonna rise above it. So you've got to learn to give yourself permission to stay in bed, to cry, to mourn, to grieve. But you also have to give your permission to know that it's okay to rise and to laugh again. I remember when I lost my first son, my 10-year-old Sam, and the first time that I experienced a belly laugh, I thought the world would come down crashing around me, that I wasn't supposed to, as a mother, be able to learn to laugh again. But you have to learn to give yourself permission to do that it's okay. And that's how you move through.
All right. The book, tell us where we get a copy of your book, please.
It's not out yet. It's coming. It'll be on the shelf soon.
Okay. It will be called Shaken, Not Stirred, America's Unbreakable Executive Site: Keys for Overcoming Extreme Personal and Professional Adversity. You can actually follow our guest, Linda Liukas, at bloomerysweetshine.com. bloomerysweetshine.com. Linda, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy holidays.
Thank you. Right back at you. Folks, don't go anywhere. We come back. Something may be killing your business, and it is quite unexpected what it might be. We'll talk about that with the expert coming next on this, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Get focused, take inspired action, and break through your distractions by attending Vision is Victory, the event led by Carrie Conley in Scottsdale, Arizona. Reduced airfares are happening right now, so sign up today and take a few days in January to transform your business and your life. You'll leave with a step-by-step plan to create massive success for the entire year. Vision is Victory. The event starts January 14th. Register online at infinitenation.com for this vision-building retreat and join us to create the best year of your life. infinitenation.com.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Home Care Assistance Denver is the leading provider of 24/7 live-in care for your aging loved ones. From hospice to dementia care, hourly or around the clock, Home Care Assistance Denver is here to help. They offer free senior lifestyle and brain health education workshops from Denver to Fort Collins and welcome you and your family to join. For workshop information, call 720-443-3371 or homecareassistancedenver.com. They're changing the way the world ages.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it really should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? Well, you're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning. That result or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Here's another health tip from AHRQ, the U.S. Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality. Research shows that African Americans are more likely to develop high blood pressure and diabetes. The good news is that for many people, these conditions can be prevented. Choose a healthy diet, add regular exercise to your daily routine, and see your doctor on a regular basis to talk about what screening tests might be right for you. Your good health is a gift you can give your family. Learn more at healthcare411.org. A message from AHRQ, information for better health.
As internet technology advances, so does the threat of cybercrime. And the instant you go online, you become vulnerable to dangers such as identity theft, computer viruses, phishing, spyware, and more. In times like these, we must all protect ourselves from cybercrime. Antivirus software, firewalls, and security patches are just the beginning. Never open suspicious emails, only navigate to trusted sites, and change your passwords every 90 days. Back up important files to external storage devices. Tell anyone who uses your computer to be vigilant when downloading from the internet. Keep your kids safe on the internet. Teach them never to give out personal information or post information about their school or extracurricular activities. Installing parental control software and monitoring their computer are all good ways to prevent cybercrime. To learn more about cybercrime, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
This is Willie Schmidt with Pure Hunting. Tune in to Sportsman of Colorado Saturdays, 1 to 2 p.m. right here on 560 KLZ.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours. You've heard the phrase, we've seen the enemy and they are we.
I've heard the phrase.
Yeah. Well, what if making money, was killing your business?
No way. That's the point of business, isn't it? To make money? Well, we're going to find out from our guest expert, Chuck Blakeman, an internationally acclaimed speaker. He's a contributor to Inc. magazine, best-selling business author, and a world-renowned business advisor. His first book...
A nice guy.
His first book is called Making Money is Killing Your Business. It was rated #1 business book of the year. His also most recent book of Why Employees Are Always a Bad Idea has been named one of the top 10 business books of the year. Chuck Blakeman, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks. It's great to be with you guys.
Hey, Chuck, good to talk to you. Listen, I am not the brightest bulb in the knife drawer here, so you're going to have to explain something to me. Isn't making money the goal?
Yeah, you would think so. But actually, no, it's not. Money is just a tool. There's two things your business can provide for you, and it's time and money. Those are the two resources that business can actually provide. We only actually chase the money because we think if we get the money, the time will just follow. But the real problem is that people who are trying to make money tend to make very little of it. It's people who are trying to do something bigger than making money. Those are the people who make a lot of money. Any entrepreneur will tell you, if you go into business to make money, that gets really old really fast. Go into business to solve a problem, create a space in the world, live a bigger life, have a why. The money is just a tool. And if you're just chasing the tool, it gets really demotivating. So my experience has been my own businesses. I've built 10 of them, and I've watched hundreds of other people do it. And the people who are chasing money, they tire out pretty quickly because they think that's the goal, when in fact it's a byproduct. Steve Jobs said, I never got up in the morning thinking about how much money I could make, but what cool technology I could build next that would transform the world. That's the kind of motivation that keeps people going. And making money just puts them in a position where they're killing their business. The other thing it does for you very quickly is that when you get the idea of making money, you're doing it yourself. And so I'm going to make money is a self-oriented thing, and it's just a treadmill. I would challenge people, instead of making money, build a business that makes money when you are not around. That's the golden goose.
All right.
Yeah, this is
Makes
great.
sense.
This is great stuff. And I know there's a lot of folks that are listening, Chuck, thinking, oh gosh, I've had it all wrong. I have been struggling to make money. But now after hearing you can go back and put into that perspective their bigger purpose and their bigger role. Now you've ran a lot of businesses on lots of different continents. And so you are our expert, Chuck. You say any business can get to maturity in just 3 to 5 years. The IRS is saying any business is going to fail. How do you back that up?
Yeah, it's about intentions. More than any other thing, it's about what we intend to do. If we intend to make money, that tires us out. 50% of businesses fail in 5 years, 80% in 10 years. That's not actually true. What actually happens is the business owner gets tired. And then they stop paying attention to something. They stop going after customers, and they stop paying attention to their quality. And they go out of business, and people measure the symptom. Oh, well, it must be because of quality or lack of customers. No, it's because they got tired. Business owners who are focused on building a business that makes money when they're not around can build a successful business that makes money in 3 to 5 years. But what we talk about when we say a mature business is a business that is giving you both of those resources within 3 to 5 years, time and money. So it's not a finished business. It's not a perfect business. You're not done. It's more like a 21-year-old crossing the stage at college. We call them mature, and then we laugh.
Right.
But they've got all the tools of maturity. And a mature business in that sense, when we say you can get there in 3 to 5 years, what I mean is your business, any business in the world, can be giving you both time and money in 3 to 5 years, not just money. But you have to be intentional about getting both of them. And then you can grow from there.
So sorry to cut you off there, Chuck. I agree that if where your intent goes, your energy flows, right? And that's kind of what makes all that go. Now, here you go, mixing it up again. Another one of these controversial statements. This is a book full of controversial statements here, but I like that you have the moxie and the evidence to back it up. You say never do another business plan. What?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fortune telling, they're voodoo, they don't work. It's like taking snapshots of all the streetlights between where you live and, say, the state capitol, and then actually trying to get to the state capitol based on the snapshots. The world has moved on. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense. There's not a single Fortune 500 company that was started with a business plan. Not one. I'm looking at the Fortune 5000, and so far I haven't found any there yet.
Okay.
But what do we tell people to do when they start?
You gotta create a whole business plan.
The bank says you've got to create a whole business plan.
Yep, the bank. Yeah, the banks are behind the times. They don't know how to actually grade what you should be doing. So, yeah, if the bank says do a business plan, then do it for them. But I tell people that you should never use it. The second worst thing a person can do is a business plan. The first worst thing they can do is actually follow it. When you're done doing your business plan for the bank, put it on your shelf with your shelf help books to help your shelf look good. That's all it's worth.
That is really funny.
With your shelf help books. I have never heard that before. We're talking to Chuck Blakeman, the author of Making Money is Killing Your Business, and also why employees are always a bad idea. If you want to make more money in less time, get off the treadmill and get back to the passion that brought you to business in the first place, you need to connect with Chuck Blakeman. Chuck, what's the best way for our followers to stay connected with you and pick up a couple copies of your book?
They can go on chuckblakeman.com and find out all about what we do there in helping business owners. And Amazon's got copies of both books as well as some of the bookstores around here, so they can do that. But chuckblakeman.com. And then on Twitter, I'm Chuck Blakeman.
I like it.
All right, I got another question for you because I'm the wordsmith here at the Experience Pros. I just make stuff up. And Chuck, I think we share that in common. You've crafted an interesting word. Can you share with us what this obscure word conation is and why you think it's the most important word in business?
Yeah, I do. I think it's the most important business word you've never heard. And I'm not just making that up. It's not just clever marketing. I came across this word in a book about 10 years ago called Self-Made in America, and been studying it ever since. And the word conation basically means the will to succeed that manifests itself in single-minded pursuit of a goal. Or in short speak, I want this so bad, I'm already doing it.
Oh.
And conation is that word. And it's the number one indicator, in my opinion, number one indicator of success in an early stage business is speed of execution. Not planning, get a good idea, plan a little bit on it, then get moving. And it's the movement that will create the plan. Planning never creates movement. Movement creates the plan. And conation is movement also bad, I'm already doing it. Interestingly, I would say the second most important business word you've never heard is velleity, V-E-L-L-E-I-T-Y. And in my little dictionary, it says the antonym to conation. And velleity is the desire with no intention of doing anything.
Oh.
Wouldn't it be great? That's velleity. And so too many of us have a great desire to be successful in business, but all I have to ask is, well, are you already doing it? No, I have 11 reasons why not. Okay, well, then you just don't want it. My mom, moms say things you just don't want to put up with. But mom said long ago, Chuck, there's no such things as excuses. There's not even reasons. There's just priorities. So if it's important to you, you're already doing it. If it's not, then you're not doing it. That's conation.
Well, we need a lot more conation. We need a lot more Chuck Blakeman. chuckblakeman.com. Pick up several copies of all of his book. Get inspired. Get a little conation into your game plan.
I know
right
a whole
now.
bunch of velleities.
Absolutely. I think we all do. Absolutely. I think we and unfortunately, sometimes it is ourselves. And so I love the motivation and the inspiration. A final word of wisdom to leave our listeners with today, Chuck?
Yeah, figure out why you're in business. Get a big why that's something much bigger than your business that drives your whole life, and then use your business to build that ideal lifestyle.
It's just like we always come to expect from you, Chuck. Solid stuff.
Have you really started 10 companies, 10 businesses?
Well, 10 that I count. There's actually a few more that I don't even count. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm the
You know what? And there, you got a lot of followers, a lot of people. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's been great.
All righty. That's Chuck Blakeman, chuckblakeman.com. Get a copy of his book, share it with others. Good holiday gifts for your entrepreneur friends.
Right? Or to read for yourself, and don't just put on your self-help bookshelf.
There you go.
I like it. All right. Well, if you're asking yourself what's for dinner tonight, make sure that you get in touch with our friend Chef Curry's Cuisines. They're a personal chef service. And if you mention that you heard about them on Experience Pros, you'll receive $100 off your first cooking session. ChefCurry'sCuisine.com or 720-404-2798.
Good food and $100 off is a great deal. Wow. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk, as you've come to expect. The archives of this show and all the shows that we do, available at experiencepros.com.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you want credit need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon now at 306. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 at rmkcartridge.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
Imagine having a business partner watch over your computer systems day and night, actively responding to changing needs in your environment, helping make sure things run fast and smooth, protecting your valuable information. With availability, our managed services platform, C-Squared Computer Consulting can provide 24/7 monitoring, manage updates, and optimize your systems. Let C-Squared be your business partner. Call us at 303-933-1113. Mention Experience Pros, and we'll waive the setup fee.
Have you told your customers how special they are? It's that time of year for you to show just how much you appreciate them. Printing done quickly can print personalized custom holiday cards or calendars. Nothing shows how much you care like a wonderful gift with your logo emblazoned on it or delicious sweet treats or food gifts. Let PDQ make this time of year less stressful by doing all of this for you. They can ship your gifts anywhere in the country. PrintingDoneQuickly.com or call 720-524-8302.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290.
That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
There's only one place on the service, and that's Fan Bragging Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for your call and tell the world who's right business. Call FANBRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Bragging Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FANBRAG. Tell Eric and Angel and then tell the world about Fan Bragging Friday.
I started going cold turkey. Well, at least when I'm in the car.
I know I shouldn't do it, but it's so hard to stop. That's why I hide it from myself, so I won't be tempted.
I used to do it all the time. I stopped by locking it in my glove compartment.
My friend used to do it way too much. Now I turn it off when we're in the car.
My solution is simple. I just don't do it.
There are lots of ways to stop yourself and others from texting and driving. How will you stop? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. You probably think that if you get the opportunity to put your product or your business opportunity in front of the Shark Tank sharks, that just like magic, you're going to get funding and it's going to be abracadabra, right?
Abracadabra. Well, we have a couple of the worst Shark Tank pitches that happened in 2015. And because we are the Positive Business Talk Show, it's like, why would we bring you the worst? But it's so we can learn from it.
Absolutely.
What can we, watch what other people have done, where other people have made a mistake. Let's learn from it so we can do better in 2016. And so the first one that tops the charts for the worst Shark Tank pitches of 2015 was for the skinny mirror.
Oh, I saw this episode. I'm kind of a Shark Tank connoisseur. I watched the show, not because, I never mind. They did not like this product at all, the skinny mirror.
Well, the skinny mirror was designed to make people feel slimmer than they actually are. Now, you've been to the fun house, right?
It's a fun house mirror. That's exactly what it is.
It can distort you to make you look really tall. I love it when they can make me look like I have really long legs and I'm really tall.
Yeah.
Well, this was her idea. Let's put a mirror into the store's dressing room.
Supposed to take 10 to 20 pounds off of your appearance and put it in dressing rooms of retail outlets so that you will sell more clothes.
I mean, I get it. I would love to look in the mirror and see, long legs and slimmer hips, right?
Sharks threw her out.
But you can't do that in a retail store where you're trying to sell a dress or clothes that may or may not really look like that when you walk out of the store.
Across the boards, every one of the Sharks just really frowned on this thing. Kevin O'Leary, you know him as Mr. Wonderful, who is really not. He says, I deal in reality. Mm-hmm. And every one of them, they say, you are lying. Mark Cuban, he's like, you're deceiving women into purchasing something that is not flattering.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't actually look good on you. When you walk out in public, you're not going to look the same as you do in this
So
mirror.
What do we learn? Tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Deception is not a good marketing strategy. All right, the second on the list for the worst Shark Tank 2015 is the I See Pooch. It's a video chat to give pet owners FaceTime with their dogs.
FaceTime with your dog.
Yeah, so it's like a little screen that's down, at the puppy's level, so you can check in and talk to them during the day.
Robert Herjavec says this. He goes, I can't even get humans to use video conferencing. There was no proof that the dogs even recognized their owners on a screen.
Yeah, the demonstration failed to prove that they would pay attention to that. So that was kind of a bummer.
Just because you have a good idea doesn't necessarily mean people are going to invest in it.
Right? That there's a market for it. Yeah, neat idea, to chat with your puppy. But if your puppies don't even recognize you on the screen, not going to sell very many of those. Okay, the third one on the list was for Tycoon. A real estate website called Tycoon was going to offer consumers investment opportunities online.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, every shark took issue with the concept of investing into something without knowing who your other partners are.
Yeah, especially, the concept of Shark Tank, it's a joint venture, right? So they're seeking hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in exchange for a share. So if they're going to invest to this,
I want to know who you are. We're going to go online and invest in something. You don't know who those partners are, who those investing partners are. Do you really want to be tied up in something, in an investment, and you didn't know who the partners were?
Risky.
Very, very risky.
Hey, you've been to kinds of restaurants and things like that. They have an outdoor area, and they kind of have those misters to keep it cool. Right? Well, what if you added a little bit of sunscreen to those misters? Sunscreen Mist, Josh Kaplan and Tony Fain's sun-blocking spraying machine was targeted at businesses like various zoos and water parks.
Oh, so you go in a little sunscreen booth.
Right.
I would send my kids in there every hour.
And I'll be very honest with you, the presentation that they put out had a very attractive lady in there that, why wouldn't you invest?
So it's kind of like a tanning booth or like the spray tanning booth, but instead it was for sunscreen.
Oh, there's a problem. They had no customers.
No customers. And so think about this. Do you have a business or do you have a hobby? Because if you have customers, you don't have a business. Did you hear from Chuck Blakeman, our previous guest? And he was talking about creating revenue and getting your business to a mature level in the first 1 to 3 years. If you've got no customers, nobody's going to invest in you.
How about the Gato Cafe? The Gato Cafe targets consumers who would pay money to enjoy having coffee while playing with cats.
The reason the sharks didn't invest in that is because the business was just a concept. No store, no anything.
Isn't there a cat cafe?
There's a cat cafe in Colorado, I think.
Yeah.
I think there is. And so a concept, an investor is not going to invest into a concept. You've got to show proof of concept, which means proof of revenue.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
They also said the worst Shark Tank pitch of 2015 was for Snag a Stool, in which you could allow bar patrons to reserve stools at bars and restaurants. However, the startup didn't have an app or a website when the pair pitched to the Sharks.
So how do you do it? Kevin O'Leary goes, there's nothing to invest in here.
There's nothing. We don't have an app. We don't have a website. We don't have anything.
Don't come with a concept. You've got to have, like you said, proof of concept, right?
Yep.
It's got to show.
And the final one that made the list is for Hot Shot, which is hot coffee in a can.
In a can?
Yeah, so the business had been brewing for 6 years, eating up over $2 million in research and development costs. And after all that time and money, they still had not made any sales. The Sharks were not drinking the Kool-Aid because, again, they said, it's a hobby, not a business.
There you have it. Those are the worst Shark Tank pitches of 2015. And, folks, it just stands to teach us that because we have an idea, make sure that the idea is valid. Go ahead and test it. Make sure that you have some sales. Make sure you've got some proof of concept. You've got to make sure that it's actually making money, not just, and as Chuck Blakeman says, freeing up time, not just sucking all your money dry. All right. Well, great first hour of positive business talk here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. But the good news is we have a whole gentlemen, stick around. You want to turn up the volume, do business with the people who do business with the pros. That's what we always say. So in this break here, while we go check the news in the top of the hour, why not tell 3 people about the Experience Pros Radio Show?
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Hi, this is Scott Watley. Tune in every Saturday afternoon at 1 for Sportsman of Colorado right here on KLZ 560. If you like the outdoors, you'll love Sportsman of Colorado.
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to Discover, U.S. Forest Service, and the Ad Council.
KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at KLZ560radio.com. KLZ 560, a Crawford Broadcasting God and Country station.
This is USA Radio News. I'm Melody Burkett. President Obama's former military intelligence chief says the Obama administration ignored reports about the rise of ISIS. Retired General Michael Flynn headed the Defense Intelligence Agency when the reports were compiled in 2011 and 2012. Flynn told CNN that a small circle of White House advisors ignored the reports because they didn't fit what he says was the narrative the administration wanted ahead of the 2012 presidential election. Flynn says those advisors didn't serve Obama well because they were more worried about his re-election than the situation in the Middle East. Still on the subject of ISIS, the highest-ranking military officer in the U.S. is contradicting President Obama's claim that ISIS is contained.
We have not contained ISIL.
Have they been contained at any time since 2010?
Tactically, in areas they have been. Strategically, they have spread since 2010.
That's Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Joseph Dunford. This is USA Radio News. I'm Melody Burkett.
This Wednesday through Sunday at Kohl's, only once a year. Take an extra 25% off with your Friends and Family Savings Pass. Use it on top of already great savings in-store and online. Plus, everyone gets $10 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent. And gift giving just got easier at Kohl's. Now you can buy online, pick up in store. Skip the shipping fee and get it today. Kohl's. Some exclusions apply. See store at Kohl's.com for details.
Step right up to the amazing taste of Coney Island Hard Root Beer. A delicious adult twist on an old favorite. The real root beer taste with a hint of vanilla will thrill your taste buds. Coney Island Hard Root Beer. Ask for it by name. Coney Island Brewing Company, Brooklyn, New York. Drink responsibly. Step right up to the amazing taste of Coney Island Hard Root Beer. A delicious adult twist on an old favorite. The real root beer taste with a hint of vanilla will thrill your taste buds. Coney Island Hard Root Beer. Ask for it by name. Coney Island Brewing Company, Brooklyn, New York. Drink responsibly.
KLZ Denver.
This is Willie Schmidt with Pure Hunting. Tune in to Sportsman of Colorado Saturdays, 1 to 2 p.m. right here on 560 KLZ.
Hey, everybody, it's Eric and Angel with the Experience Pros radio show coming up right after your Ericisms and Angelosophies.
Are you confused?
No.
No, of course you're going to say no because a confused buyer always says no.
That's your Ericism and Angelosophy. A confused buyer always says no?
Always says no. And so if you think about how we approach our clients, prospects, talking about our product or service, sometimes we talk them in and out of buying the product all in one conversation.
Why would we do that?
Well, because, we just don't know when to stop talking sometimes.
Why you're looking at me like that?
You've never had that happen to you?
Apparently I have that happen all the time.
It happens to all of us, unfortunately, even to some of the best of us. But here's the thing. If we don't fully understand how our product or service can help our clients and articulate that in a very simple way, if they are at all confused in any way, even just a little bit, they will not say yes to pitching in and paying for your service.
Which makes for your difficulty for your sales team because really it's got to boil down to single syllables and end.
Well, think about the pain point that you're solving for.
Right.
Pick one pain point that you're solving for your client and solve that. It doesn't also do, and by the way, and it could also, and if we vary it a little bit, and maybe if we tweak it.
And much, much more.
So make sure that you've got a very simple need, that you're taking care of a very simple need. It will handle all of your marketing efforts. It'll help your sales team. It'll also help your buyers say yes to you.
And, every time they say yes, you are closer to closing that transaction, making sure that everybody is well taken care of. That's your Ericism and Angelosophy for the day. It is a confused buyer always says no.
That was a really fun one. I hadn't heard that until just recently, but we had a friend say it, and I've actually heard it several times since then. So I've probably been hearing it for a very long time, but it finally resonated with me. And I thought if it resonates with us, it's probably resonating with a few of our listeners as well.
Today's a big day.
It is our Fan Bragging Gala, the 6th annual Fan Bragging Gala. We've been celebrating for years our sponsors, the success that's going on in a small business, and we invite you, we encourage you, come out and hang out with us tonight.
It is so much fun. Tickets are available at the door, $30, and it's from 6 to 9 p.m. at the at the Hyatt Regency in the Denver Tech Center.
You can find that on our calendar, experiencepros.com, and click on the calendar. Find all the details. You can also RSVP where there are more
RSVP thing.
RSVP.
No. Do it the way we know we like it.
Répondez, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We got to do that.
We'd love it if you let us know that you are coming. Cocktails, dancing, all sorts of fun. Get dressed up and come and party with us tonight.
It's going to be a good thing. Also, everything is available on our calendar at experiencepros.com. Just go to experiencepros.com, click on the calendar tab, find out that there are over 35 events going on every single month with our network. We'd love to have you be a part of our network as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here comes the Experience Pros Radio Show. This is the most positive business talk show in America, and it's powered by you, small business owners here.
John Rush during the afternoon rush, today at 3. Now back to the Experience Pros on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Eric and Angel with you today, reminding you that small business is big business and your business is our business. News out of Oklahoma. An unusual perp has been arrested and returned to its home of domicile.
An unusual perp?
Yes, a donkey.
You're really using the word perp?
Well, it was in the article. Yes. An Oklahoma,
as in short for perpetrator?
Yes, correct. Norman, Oklahoma, and we love our friends out in Oklahoma. We really do. But, it's wide open space out there. And sometimes wildlife gets free, loose.
So what did this donkey do
the perp,
to get the perp?
He broke out. He escaped.
He escaped?
Yes.
And that was against the law?
Really against
donkey
on the loose.
But okay, so donkey on the loose, you don't call it.
A photo of an officer chauffeuring an unusual perp in the backseat of his cruiser. A donkey. That's the headline. Can't help it. I just report the news. Don't make this stuff up. The donkey was on the loose in the city, and so called the police. Some saw the donkey. They called the police. Offered to keep the animal on her property until the owners could be found. And come here. This was not going to fit in my car. And the officer said, my golly, the borough did, in fact, get into the police car.
Aw.
Yeah. The donkey's nickname is Squishy. And they transported it all back to Strader's property, the person who said they'd hold it until they found the proper owner of the donkey. It left a little memento of their 4-mile trip together.
I bet it did.
Yeah.
I bet it did. I bet it.
It left a little
Didn't you share a story of they had collected geese in the car and the geese had left a whole big old mess in the back of the police car?
Yeah. Wildlife and cars, pretty much any kind of captivity situation, not a good thing. But he used the bathroom in the back of the police car.
Okay.
Number 2.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever put in the back of your car?
In the back of my car?
What?
I don't know.
You kind of gave me this like, oh no, Angel, you didn't really ask me that, did you? I remember going to IKEA with you, and everybody comes in, everything comes in these little flat boxes, right? And we bought a table, a conference table.
It's too big.
And there was no way it was going to fit. But man, we tried.
We strapped it to the top of the car.
We ended up strapping it to the top, but
it was freezing out.
It was freezing cold, and we're trying to maneuver this table in this flat box. I mean, IKEA packs things so nicely, but I do remember trying to shove that big old box in the back of your car. There was no way it was going to fit.
Have you ever put some weird stuff in your car? I mean, like donkeys and geese and stuff?
No. No, picking up wild animals and sticking them in the back of the car.
When asked why did the Norman, Oklahoma officer arrest the donkey, he said it was being an ass.
He did not say that. So now that's why he was a perp?
No, it's I read you. It said perp. I might have made up that final tagline there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's creative license.
That he gets as this great journalist to bring you. And hopefully you've never had to stick something really icky in the back of your car or found a present left by something icky in the back of your car.
We did at one time have a we had a horse, not in the back of my car, but we brought a horse into a church once.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. In the church, parading the horse around.
With a whole bunch of bales of hay.
Yeah, that was a bad idea because guess what the horses do? You know, you watch them in the parade. They got somebody coming up behind them.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Right.
Who had to come up behind him at the church?
I did.
Was that you?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I was cleaning hay and horse dew for a long time.
For a very long time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, we did our first real Christmas, or our last real Christmas tree that we had in our house. We left up a little too long, and so it started to get really dried out. And so when we drug that thing out of the house, the pine needles.
It was everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was still finding pine needles next November.
You know them. In your naked.
In my what?
Your naked pitties, your bare feet. No, don't. You don't have to cover that.
My naked what?
Pitties. You know, your bare feet, your toes. You step on them.
Oh yes,
And they hurt.
They do hurt. They hurt worse than little Legos. They do hurt worse than little Legos. Charlie, do we have Cheryl on the line?
No, we
don't have Cheryl on the line. All right. Well, here's a tip. I was actually scrolling through the Facebook, and there was an article that showed awful Christmas cards. Have you ever taken an awful family Christmas card picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
All the ones in the 80s.
Do you remember? Does everyone remember your big Olin Mills portraits and all that? You know, how popular those were. You don't see much of those anymore.
How about those glamour shots that
don't see those anymore.
Repurpose.
Well, if you haven't yet put out your family Christmas card, before you embarrass yourself and your children and end up as a what not to do on the YouTube, here are some top tips for putting out your family cards. Number 1, plan your card. The layout is important. Make sure you leave enough space for a personalized message, and a simple background looks much better than text out of
Say that again.
I know. A simple background will look much better under text than an out-of-focus window frame. Consider your colors. Green and red are traditional, but can dominate a picture that could clash in with any additional colors in the photo or message.
It's hard rules.
Make sure you have good lighting. Crop carefully. And they say that you can get creative, but this is where I think people go wrong. For example, in some of these pictures, there's 30 dogs in this picture, which actually isn't so bad. Here's a baby chewing on a Christmas wire. Quick, take a picture. That's safe. Or the family all up at the chimney on the roof. That's probably not a safe idea.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it stings.
There's a family.
It burns.
With Santa hats.
Yes.
And they're naked, both little fig leaves.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Why would you do
Or all carrying their guns. Or the awful one where all the family members have reindeer antlers on and they're all down on all fours while daddy's in the sleigh.
That's wrong.
Or all dressed up in your dojo. Or where...
All right, so let's talk about your photography for just a minute because this is...
These are awful.
This is the world of Instagram, right? Where we're in the Instagram, and if you're going to take photos, I do of cropping. Crop your photos to most pleasing appearance of. You block your photos out in the third so that it's a time-tested, well-known photography tip. But once you've made the shot, zoom in a little bit. and get closer. The thing that really bothers me is when somebody takes a picture of me or of themselves, and they're teeny tiny in this big frame.
Get closer. You can get closer, but I think that allows you then to have the cropping ability, because if it's too close, whoa, extreme close up.
Actually, yes. I mean, you don't want to get you want to get a nicely framed photo. If you're too far away, and then it'll zoom in on that.
Yeah, the problem with these pictures is not the
no, it's the subject with it. I mean,
right.
Santa hats and fig leaves, really?
Yeah, and their creativity with dressing up as baby Jesus, their puppy as baby Jesus, and yeah.
You know what? You know what? Let's put a wrap on this thing. Here's the tip. Listening to this segment, one of our listeners says, "You know what? Just hire a professional to do it right. Make it look good for you and your family."
Absolutely. This is the perfect time of year to get that professional family photo, then one that you will enjoy having over your mantle. And
Can you see that family putting the fig leaves?
No, that would be awful.
Over the mantle?
No. If you wouldn't put it over your mantle, here's your litmus test. If you wouldn't put it over your mantle, don't send it in your Christmas card.
Please.
How about that?
Hire a professional. It's very affordable, and you will thank yourselves. Your family will thank you.
Right. Right. And don't you want to look fabulous? Right? If you're going to send out a holiday card to people you don't get to see very often, think about the image you want to stamp into their memory.
Yeah,
there are things you can never unsee.
You don't want to put on a bed sheet and have a bearded baby Jesus.
Bearded baby Jesus. No. Some of these are really disturbing. Anyways, this tip brought to you by our friends over at ALMC Mortgage.
We're sorry.
Where all loans must close.
And they do.
You know what? She keeps you from making mistakes in the largest purchase you will ever make, which is your home. She'll help you buy, refinance in every state in the country.
And we help you keep from making mistakes in your Christmas card photos.
369-6633 or online at 9633. ALMC Mortgage has been an advertiser with the Experience Pros since day one. You to do business with her, and don't make a mistake on your next home purchase.
Boy, isn't that all right, folks? More positive business talk coming up right now. Remember, the archives of this and every other show are available at experiencepros.com, and we'll be back right after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 396-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Hi, this is Angel from the Experience Pros radio show, and Eric and I have some very exciting news to share. We're getting ready to record our very first episode of our TV show. The show will air in 37 cities all across the country, and we're looking for companies who want to align their brand with this positive business revolution. We're starting production and looking for sponsors and in-show product placement. Do you want your brand in front of our TV audience? Call our office and ask for a rate sheet, and you could be part of the very first episode. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446.
During cold, icy weather, minor accidents will happen. But remember that plastic bumpers don't always need to be replaced when damage occurs. At BumperDocDenver.com, reconditioning may be an option to save your bumper and money. Bumper Doc Denver technicians can repair scuffed, scratched, dented, or torn bumpers for much less than the cost of a replacement. Stop by 1330 South Parker Road or call for a free estimate. 303-369 $972.92. Mention Experience Pros and get 20% off your bumper repair.
Boom! That's what you're looking for out of your professional networking events, and that's what Boom delivers. Create great business relations and build power partner connections Monday of the month at Bar Louie in Westminster from 6 to 8 p.m. Every event is sold out, so get your tickets for the next one today at boomcolorado.com. That's boomcolorado.com. Want more? How about quarterly training? Network with great people. boomcolorado.com.
Friends, there are very few things more important to your business than the way it's viewed and used internet. The website is the gateway to your entire sales process, and here at Experience Pros, we try Galassi and Blue Z to make our website more than just a brochure for our business. If you want your website, contact Donna today at 720-248-8431. That's 720-248-8431.
Week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros radio show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros radio show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Rush to Reason with John Rush this afternoon at 3. Now back to the Experience Pros on KLZ 560.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where I sit next to a lady whose eyes are simply irresistible.
Oh, why? Thank you. I get my lashes done. I have lash extensions done by our friends over at Amazing Creations. They're a lash and skincare studio located in Denver's historical Old South Pearl Shopping District, owned by Maria Vogeler and her sister. They're celebrating 2 years in business, but we're going to talk about how you can appreciate your customers because they do it so fantastically over at Amazing Creations. You can also look them up online at amazingcreations.com or call them at 303-669-1585. Maria, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Maria, very nice to have you. You've done some great work on Angel's Eyelashes. I just wanted to affirm you there. Now, let's talk about the value of appreciating your clients, because Maria, I know that you get this. It's something that you do on a regular basis, but some people don't really. It's all about the transaction. They're in, out, and done. Why should we be grateful for the people who come through our door?
Well, I think we wouldn't have our businesses if we didn't have our clients. And we really wouldn't have our businesses if we didn't have those repeat and return clients and those referrals from our clients. So more than the service, more than your business, more than anything, you've got to take care of the clients so that they keep coming back.
I love it. So can you give us some examples of some fun things that either you are doing or that you've ever seen done to appreciate clients to get them to come back?
Yeah, well, we are doing Client Appreciation Month. And why a month is because we don't feel like just one event this year is enough to celebrate the clients that we've had this year. So we are doing specials all week, all month long. Every week is a different special. We have little gifts we're handing out when clients check out every time they come in this month. So we're really excited, just to show our appreciation for everything that they have brought to us this year.
Okay, so give me an example of what some of these specials are.
Okay, so we are doing product specials this week, 20% off any product. We're going to be doing gift card specials 2 different times throughout the month where you buy 1 gift card, get the second at half price, and they can be used for anything. You can give them as gifts. You can use them yourself. You can, use them for product services. And then we're also going to be doing 30% off services later in the month as well.
Wow.
Have you done this before, Maria?
No, we had not for a full month. So we do little specials throughout the year, but this month we really wanted to celebrate.
All right, so let's you offer these sales, you offer these great things. Do you see a direct correlation with that then transfer into people, A, being excited for the sale, and then B, returning or making greater referrals?
Yeah, we have a pretty good repeat client business, but I think they look forward to when we do specials so that they can either come in an extra time a month or bring a friend with them or refer a friend that maybe, doesn't have the budget all year round. And so they look for those specials, and we find that they really get the word out for us.
I think that's a big key right there, is that they are sharing this with others. Giving, if you're going to do something for your clients, you want them to talk about it. You want them to share that with others. And so making it significant enough or special enough for them to bring a friend, tell somebody else that they're doing business with you. Because even though they love you and they probably are your repeat clients, if they're not telling others about you and bringing other people to you, then we're missing out on that word of mouth, those word of mouth referrals.
Maria, you've done some really cool other kinds of promotions that get people to do that word of mouth. I'm thinking of the one that you did for men. Talk a little bit about that for our listeners.
Yeah, we did a men's night, and we brought in pizza and beer.
Come on.
And we did some mini services. And all the gentlemen got to come and relax and network and chat with their friends and try out our services and just to see what we're all about. It was a great turnout. Now,
I heard from several of the gentlemen that went to that event that they came back and they started talking about you. And I had no idea that somebody who does lashes and skincare could actually be of better service to men as well. And so it worked.
It did work, and we've actually had several of them repeat, both either coming back for a full service themselves or buying gift cards for a loved one or a family member or someone at their office. So it was a really good event.
Awesome. So a Client Appreciation Month, is this something you encourage other business owners to jump onto?
I do, and it's for us, it works out that it happens through the holidays because it coincides with our year anniversary. And I would recommend that they could pick any time of year that's significant, maybe for their business. Maybe they're a summertime business and it's busier. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be at the holiday times, but I think showing the client appreciation is just a really good way of saying thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations to you. It's an anniversary for Amazing Creations. You want to let our listeners know how they can make an appointment and stop by and see you guys and take advantage of your Customer Appreciation Month?
Yeah, thank you. They can call 720-479-8334, or they can book online at imazingcreations.com, and that's EYEMAZING creations.com.
I was going to say, I have been getting my lashes done at Amazing for a year.
Yeah, I have to ask you about it because they look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
They really do. I mean, is it like Stop Traffic fantastic, folks? And of course, we're getting ready to do television, so you're getting ready for your close-ups, I'm sure.
Right, I'm going to go in and see her a little bit tomorrow.
But my question is, how do you do? I mean, are they? It's no mascara, right?
I haven't worn mascara in years, which means I've also not had to take off mascara in years. Tell our listeners really quickly how the lash extensions work, Maria.
Okay, so they work. They're a synthetic mink lash. We have different curls and different lengths, and we match them to your natural lash based on the look you want. If you want a curlier or longer or straighter or flared out, and it's one lash attached to each nap.
One,
a strong surgical grade glue.
So you
and we try to fill out to about 90% full on everyone's lashes.
You glue one mink lash to one real lash?
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. It's amazing. imazingcreations.com. EYEamazingcreations.com. And Maria, give the phone number for making an appointment.
720-479-8334.
Give that one more time.
720-479-8334.
Well, Maria, congratulations on your 2-year anniversary. Congratulations on being one of the survivors in small business. Congratulations on your artistry on my co-host. And happy Client Appreciation Month.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. I'll see you tomorrow for my lash appointment.
Great. You guys have a great day.
There you go. That's Maria Vogler, imazingcreations.com. It's remarkable the number of compliments I see people giving you based on the service that she provides.
You wouldn't think that the maintenance, you'd want to keep it up, but it is so worthwhile. And actually, I love it. It's like it's less maintenance at home.
There you go. Oh, maybe I should get some. Can she glue it to the top of my head?
I think we should.
Well,
yeah,
absolutely.
she can. Yeah,
Right.
let's go tomorrow together.
Okie dokie. It's a date. All right, folks, more positive business talk coming up right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric, and this is the Experience Pros radio show, where every time we do our very best to provide you nothing but the best in business.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Over 400,000 businesses in Colorado have less than 10 employees. Your business probably fits into that category. Imagine what would be accomplished if everyone joined forces. The Colorado Micro Business Alliance brings owners together to give you a unified voice in state and local politics, as well as helps negotiate better deals for products and services. They offer top-level seminars and networking events. Join now for only $5 a month at Colorado Micro Business Alliance.com.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Do you wish your career was moving along a different path? Do you ever feel like your business owns you when it really should be the other way around? Do you feel like this isn't the life you thought you'd be living? Well, you're not alone. Sandy Corrigan has a system that helps people create careers worth having, businesses worth owning, that results in lives worth living. Call or text Sandy Corrigan today at 303-907-1010. That's 303-907-1010. It's worth the phone call.
Friends, this is Eric, and I want to turn you on to a fantastic bi-monthly patriotic newsletter I've discovered. It's called The Pen, and it's a compilation of numerous patriotic writers packed with political information that you won't find in the newspaper. Contact my friend Beth Ann for a free sample copy at csctalkradio.com or send $24.95 to P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri, 65018 to receive The Pen for an entire year. The Pen, promoting liberty and keeping patriots informed. Subscribe today. csctalkradio.com. That's csctalkradio.com.
I don't know how to tell you this, but recently your husband's been pretty cold.
Did he do something or say something?
No, he's just cold.
I can't believe you'd say that. He's the most caring person I know.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's so cold in here, even the pipes are freezing.
Don't let your friends call your husband cold. Call Bowman Heating and Air today, 303-622-6502, and get a $99 furnace service to prevent your husband from getting cold. 303-622-6502 or BowmanHVAC.com. Dove Valley Storage has your affordable storage solutions for RVs, boats, cars, or construction equipment. Covered units you can own at unbelievable prices. There's no us in Colorado, and they're offering them at a fraction of the price of owning an RV garage or man cave. Hurry and call Kim today. They're going fast for fall delivery. 720-201-4062. That's 720-201-4062. Or check them out online, DoveValleyStorage.com. They've got you covered.
Wouldn't you love to get VIP treatment and hang out with celebrities? Carrie Conley with Infinite Nation does, and she wants to spoil you at Vision is Victory, the event happening in Scottsdale, Arizona on January 14th. Get the VIP treatment all day long with elite training, celebrity reception, and a VIP swag bag filled with bonuses and goodies. Sign up for Vision is Victory, the event, and upgrade to get the VIP treatment. Read all the details at infinitenation.com. infinitenation.com.
If you rely on networking to build your business, you need Renovate. If you are sick of wasting your time cold calling to find a few, you need Renovate. Extreme Relationship Management will help you renovate. Renovate is revolutionary training that elevates your not working and supercharges your networking to get real results. Sign up for the next Renovate training this week at extremerelationshipmanagement.com or call 855-I-LIKE-ERM. You need Renovate.
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experience Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experience Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencepros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experience Pros at experiencepros.com.
Are you suffering from knee, shoulder, hip, or back pain? And you've just kind of given up on doing all the fun things that you love to do? Well, now there's hope. Tune in Sundays at 9:30 a.m. for Live Again, brought to you by the Premier Stem Cell Institute. You'll hear from actual patients and their success stories. Live Again, Sundays at 9:30 a.m. on KLZ 560 a.m., brought to you by the Premier Stem Cell Institute.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We like to find interesting, creative stories of success, and this one fits all of those categories, interesting and creative.
Absolutely. You're going to be so excited when you hear about this. We're going to talk a little bit about technology and computer science and the success of one woman's Kickstarter in her brand new book. It's called Hello Ruby. Hello Ruby is actually written by Linda Liukas. She says that there are currently almost 600,000 computing jobs open nationwide, and last year less than 40,000 computer science students graduated into the workforce. And to children, her latest endeavor is an exciting new children's book called Hello Ruby, Adventures in Coding, which will introduce programming to children through compelling storytelling. Linda, welcome to the Experience Pros radio show.
Hi, Angel. Hi, Eric. Thanks so much for having me.
Linda, very nice to have you along. I'm fascinated by this story in a number of different ways. We're big supporters of the whole concept of STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and math skills in schools. But I got to ask you about your Kickstarter program. You wanted, what, $10,000?
Mm-hmm.
And in just a few short weeks, you were able to gather over $380,000, something like that?
It's become
$80,000.
Yeah, the most funded book on Kickstarter is in the children's book category. How did you do that?
I think I had a really supportive community of people around me, and then I was extremely lucky. The first thing I did after realizing that, oh wow, like this project is going to be huge, is I cried because I had no idea how to draw or how to like make a book like this happen. So it was probably because of the Rails Girls community. I co-founded an organization that teaches young women coding all around the world. So those people definitely supported me a lot. And then I think I tapped into this big ethos of understanding that these skills are important to our kids, and we need to have more diverse ways of teaching coding to kids.
Okay, so
I think that's the secret behind the success.
Well, and I agree with that completely. 9,258 backers came in and supported you with all of the finances that you needed. One of the things, and as we get ready for, I'm doing some research on some of these Kickstarter programmings for an upcoming segment. I'm fascinated by the fact by people who find phenomenal success, such as yourself, who have a concept, they're asking for a small amount of money because they just want to share their concept, their passion, and then all of a sudden it goes viral. They get all this huge support of influx of money. Now you got to go out and figure out how to make all these books. Can you handle the capacity of it?
Yeah. It's overwhelming and it's big, and the book I was originally making was supposed to be a 32-page children's or programmer parents that I knew. I really thought that I would pretty much know all of the people who backed the project, and then it became this big phenomenal thing, and it got picked up by a big publisher and it's being translated into different languages, and it's definitely like a experience and a whirlwind of a ride. But then on the other hand, I think that's the beauty of today, that you can open source things, you can self-teach, and then you can crowdfund, and that gives you a lot of creative power and a lot of creative freedom to pursue the best possible projects.
Well, this is so exciting. So not only were you a success there, but you're also going to create a successful environment for our children to learn more about coding and computer sciences. Tell us a little bit about the book and what who it's designed for and its importance.
Yeah, it's aimed for under 5 to 7 year old kids, and I now hear parents in the crowd being like, "Oh, they don't need to learn any more programming, or they don't need to sit in front of the screen any more than they do right now." So it's a bedtime story. That's the first thing. It's a physical, real book. It's a bedtime story of a little girl called Ruby. She has an adventure that you can totally read as a children's book, but then the book has an activity book part that teaches you computational thinking. So things that you need to understand in order to be able to code one day. Things like decomposing a problem, understanding what sequences are, what is an if-else statement, what is a loop, and so forth. So trying to come up with friendlier, not boring, not mathematical ways of teaching computing concepts.
Well, when we look at some of the statistics for education, a lot of times even those computer science classes you say aren't even credited towards graduation requirements. Are you seeing a shift in changes, or is this just way too far in the beginning to see what impact it's going to make?
I totally agree with you. And one of the big problems is that coding is taught as this intellectual, abstract, endeavor where you're taught to make a program that calculates the roots of the first 20 prime numbers, and that's not exciting or fun for a 12-year-old, or not even for a 22-year-old in all the cases. So we need to really reform the way we teach computer science. I think it's a little bit early, but I have 2 examples from Stanford University. This year was the first year that computer science was the most popular major among women. And then in Harvard University, it was the first time that CS 101 passed Econ 101 as the most popular course among the freshmen. So it's kind of interesting to see how this whole idea of our world being run by computers is also something that is on university level being embraced. And computer scientists are not the nerdy and geeky and introverted kids anymore.
Well, you are breaking the mold for all the standards, if you will, or the stereotypes of that. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that all of the city's public schools are going to be required to offer computer science within 10 years. Kind of saw we had in my age, I grew up with computer coding in school and whatnot, and then it kind of went away. And now we've realized we're playing catch up because of the technology that is truly driving all things, including our cell phones and all that, right?
Yeah, I agree totally with you, Eric. These kids will grow up in a world where everything around them will be a computer, be it their toothbrush or their teddy bear or something I don't know, washing machine. And those kids will need to be able to speak the language of code. And I think we will have just more people who will be biologists who code and radio journalists who code and who see the potential and opportunities that technology offers. And that's a beautiful future we're seeing there.
I love it. Will you be writing more books on programming, or will you branch out into other industries?
Yeah, on the second book, and it's so much easier now that I've done the first one. It's going to be, so the first book was about computational thinking. The second book is also going to follow the story of little Ruby, 6 years old, completely fearless. But this time she falls inside of a computer, a little bit like Alice in Wonderland, and learns how the computer actually works, the magical machine that powers our phones and our everyday lives. And we have no idea what is inside of a computer and how does it actually do the things that it does. So that's going to be the next book.
I saw a movie like that called Tron, and boy, I'll tell you what, you're onto something. I think there's going to be some great stuff there. Linda, where do we get a copy of the book?
You can get it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and all of the big bookstores, but you can also go to helloruby.com and get it from there.
Hello Ruby is the book. HelloRuby.com is the website. Make sure you put your kids on the path. And actually, I've got a copy of it sitting on my desk, and it's quite fascinating because that whole technology side to me has always been quite foreign. And so when you're reading it in a children's book, and it's very well done. Linda, thank you so much for being our guest today.
Thank you, Angel.
All right. There you go, Linda Liukas. We appreciate that. The book again, Hello Ruby.
It is. It's fascinating. And she's going to She's changing the world.
And we really are playing catch up in this whole idea. I remember probably 6-8 years ago, we went to an event that was designed because we have a STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math crisis. We're just not developing engineers the way that we used to.
I know, and the numbers are staggering when you see the number of job openings versus the number of graduates coming out of school with that kind of degree. And I think that's why we're seeing that upsurge in the STEM programs. It's science, technology, engineering, and math programs in the schools, because we need to train them up quick. And Hello Ruby is doing that from a very young age.
Did you ever do any coding?
No.
As a kid, no?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm.
See, when I grew up with the Commodore VIC-20 and the Commodore 64 and the Texas Instruments. Do you guys remember that TI-99? There was a bunch of different ones out there. Radio Shack, which is no longer with us, but Radio Shack had some cool computers out there. And I from probably 4th grade, I started coding, and I learned several different programming languages.
Really?
Yeah, and I could create a little thing that would interact with you, and you would say, it would ask you what's your name, you'd put that in, and it would come back and, hello, Angel, how are you today? And you could interact with it. It was a little artificial intelligence, which is the only kind of intelligence that I still have.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right. Hey, folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about how you should and shouldn't celebrate the holidays at work. Yeah, there's rules about that, and you want to make sure that you're on the right side of those rules. More positive business talk just ahead. Remember to do business with the people who do business with the pros. Our advertisers support this show, and we thank you for helping them.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Hi, this is Angel, and I want you to picture this. You're driving home after soccer practice. Your little girl is sitting in the back seat, and the radio is gently playing your favorite music. Your car is your world for the moment, and your world is safe because Nyland's Collision Center wouldn't cut corners on the quality of parts when they fixed that fender bender last month. NYLUNDS collision.com. No one knows your car better. The safety of your whole world is in their hands. Visit nylandscollision.com or call them at 303-761-9219.
Have you told your customers how special they are? It's that time of year for you to show just how much you appreciate them. Printing Done Quickly can print personalized custom holiday cards or calendars. Nothing shows how much you care like a wonderful gift with your logo emblazoned on it or delicious sweet treats or food gifts. Let PDQ make this time of year less stressful by doing all of this for you. They can ship your gifts anywhere in the country. PrintingDoneQuickly.com or call 720-524-8302.
When your IT person says your VPN's PPT failed, the click caused a call failure, all you seem to hear is blah, blah, blah. You're consulting. We speak geek fluently, but we translate when talking to you. When you understand the issues, you can better prioritize your money and time. Our managed services provide a stable spending model with system monitoring and trust. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today at 303-933-1113 or go to c2cc.net.
10 business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days into immediate cash flow, let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit rivierafinance.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
The top 5 search results get 75% of all the clicks. 75%! That means if you're on page 2, you are missing out on tons of potential business. You mind our professional help. At SharpNet Solutions, it's not all about clicks. It's about making sales. They optimize the Experience Pros Extreme Customer Service Directory, and they can optimize your business. Call them today, 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988. Or find them online at sharpnetsolutions.com. Put their talents to work and see what they can do for you. 303-900-4988. Mention the Experience Pros and get up to 50% off. Call today.
The U.S. Postal Service wants to remind everyone this year to protect themselves from becoming victims of identity theft. Never give out passwords, PIN numbers, or account numbers. To learn more, www.consumer.gov/ncpw.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Winter brings all those things that we typically find hard to embrace. Snow, cold weather, taking 10 minutes to bundle up for the cold, another 10 minutes to unbundle when you get to work, and 10 minutes you get the idea. More snow, cold, yuck, winter.
Oh, stop that. Stop that. You know, I do think that there's, kind of the hassle that comes with winter, obviously bundling up, putting on more clothes, taking more time to get to where you need to go. But it's the holidays.
Oh, here's something we can embrace.
And so cheerful. It's so beautiful to bring folks together and celebrate in a way that you don't do the rest of the year.
This is a business talk show, and so we're going to teach you how to celebrate properly at the office.
At the office. So there are some fun things you can do to bring this into the office.
And there are some even more fun things that you should never, ever all right.
Do. So here's some suggestions that we found. Number 1, have employees decorate their office door and have a decorating contest.
That's okay.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? You can have an office potluck.
Well,
what do you mean? Well, you can do a potluck.
I'm thinking of some of the people that we hang out with in our office.
Right.
I'm not sure they're good cooks.
Well, they don't have to necessarily cook to participate in a potluck. In a potluck. How about that? Food. Play office bingo.
Bingo. That's
holiday office bingo.
Gambling. That's going to lead to frustration.
Get an elf on the shelf.
An elf on the shelf.
Yeah. Leave small gifts for different employees each day.
Aw,
that's sweet.
Don't have favorites.
Are you going to do? You could do a grab bag where you kind of organize a white elephant gift exchange and there's a couple ways you can do that. You know, everybody brings just an anonymous gift with a price tag on it, a $10 item that you go and purchase from the store.
Do you ever find the one person, or are you that person, when somebody says, okay, there's a $10 limit on our white elephant gift,
right,
and somebody goes out and spends $100?
I am not that person, but my brother-in-law is.
Right?
Yeah.
That
last year
fights.
Somebody got a Keurig machine in our $15 white elephant gift exchange.
That starts fights.
Or you can do it in a way that you actually bring something you already own, and then nobody has to spend any money in that way. Don't leave anybody out.
Okay.
You could rent a photo booth for the holiday office party, or just to have in the office one afternoon and just have fun with that.
It's just in from HR. It's ill-advised to have a photo booth at your holiday party.
Really? Why?
because things happen behind the curtain in the photo booth.
Oh yeah, Eric says that we're not allowed to ignore HR rules during the holiday.
Listen.
Can't throw that out.
Right.
All right. How about have a host a hot chocolate bar with fun little toppings? Would you do that? Would you
Yeah, my
participate?
toppings look more like Fireball.
No, not alcohol.
What?
No, you're at work. You're at work. It's like peppermints and chocolate sprinkles and whipped cream.
The hell are we doing it for then?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You can't have a good time unless you have a little sauce.
If you're having a hot chocolate bar,
It's at the
it's
office.
a bar.
No, we can't ignore HR rules. We're not drinking at the office. How about host an ugly sweater day?
Yeah.
No? Yes? No? You're kind of Scroogey.
No, I'm not Scroogey.
Kind of. How about this? You can all get together to watch a holiday movie. Make popcorn and hot chocolate at the office.
Okay. All right. And don't forget the Fireball.
You can do no, not at the office. Do a craft. Kind of pulls together, some fun little things like you did in grade school with some Elmer's glue and construction paper and make snowflakes or maybe little homemade snow globes out of recycled baby food jars, or just something you did as a kid to just kind of those memories, have holiday music.
You're going to do construction paper, glue.
No.
Oh, gosh. How old are you? I just found something else about you today.
What's that?
That you think that you've discovered that all these cat videos on Facebook.
Yeah.
That you think little kitten paws are just adorable.
Aren't they just the cutest little thing, little kitten paws?
Yeah.
I think I love kitten paws.
Yeah. Hate cats.
No, I'm not really into cats.
No, I was talking about me.
But I don't have a pet, and nor do I, I'm not home enough to take care of a pet. And that would just be cruel, right? To have
Kitten
paws. Kitten paws are just the cutest little thing. They come up and they touch your little face and they bat at little things. I think kitten paws have to be the most cutest thing on the planet.
All right, that's adorable. Let's get back to the holiday party. Here's what you cannot do. Do not
drink.
No, you can drink. Just don't get sauce.
You cannot
No, we're
drink
talking
at
about a
work.
holiday party, and if you're
not necessarily,
roll with me here.
At a holiday party.
Don't get sauced.
But we're not, but sometimes we're just talking about being festive at work.
If tequila makes your clothes fall off, stay out of the photo booth. Yes, I said it, San Diego. Stay out. What else? Stay away from lampshades. It's not a break.
What party are you at?
Well, I've been to a few. Christmas parties are not a reason to forget everything you ever knew about HR. And don't try to hook up with a girl in the cubicle next to you.
Because she's going to turn you down?
No, she's going to say yes, and then she's going to be sorry.
Again, what party are you attending?
Don't tell me you've never been to a party where little happens.
Eric?
What?
Before you worked here?
I don't want to talk about this.
Where did you work? I am thinking you're making this stuff up like you saw this in a movie or something.
Well, there's been made me snort. There's been many movies
about holiday office parties.
Yes.
It's fiction. It's made up. People don't all of a sudden,
but a magnification of
okay,
truth.
but people don't all of a sudden hear you been working around these people this whole time, and it's all.
Have you never been to a holiday party? Look me in the eyes, Tussie. Have you ever never been to a holiday party where somebody got not just a little, but way too drunk?
It wasn't a holiday party, but maybe our trip to Mexico.
Oh, that's not nice. It's not nice. We are going back to Mexico. They might even let me go.
Might have to monitor him. He's going to need a babysitter. All right. Well, there are lots of fun ways that you can celebrate the holidays at the office. It's true. You still have to follow all the HR rules, but don't be afraid to bring in some tinsel and some fun and holiday cheer.
Depends on where you put the tinsel.
Into the office, because I think everybody will enjoy it and just kind of relax and enjoy this season.
On behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make your holiday party more entertaining, we say thank you for tuning into the positive business talk of the Experience Pros radio show. It's our privilege to serve you with nothing but the best in business each and every day. And you can find all more information about Experience Pros at experiencepros.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussie and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact us by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.